Critics of Bob McCullough believe he is biased, in part because his father, a police officer, was killed in the line of duty.
His killer, African-American. Mike Colombo digs into the archives to offer some perspective on the tragedy that McCullough admits helped shape his life.
The raw emotion Michael Brown's mother showed the day her son was killed remains one of the most haunting images in this case.
You took my son away from me. You know how hard it was for me to get him to stay in school and graduate?
Her mourning is personal yet public, a rare combination of grief she shares with an unlikely figure. On the night of July 2nd, 1964, 37-year-old St. Louis police officer Paul McCullough was shot dead in the line of duty, responding to a call in the Pruitt-Igoe housing complex. He left behind a wife and 4 children. One of those children grew up to become St. Louis County prosecutor.
All I know and all I heard was, your father's not coming home. I know what that's like. I know the pain that goes with the loss of a loved one to violence.
That traumatic turning point in Bob McCullough's life has become a point of contention. Many believe he can't fairly prosecute the Michael Brown case because of his life experience. Missouri Senator Jamila Nasheed shares those concerns. She wrote this letter to McCullough asking him to appoint a special prosecutor to the case. This isn't the first time McCullough's critics have come calling. He was scrutinized in 2000 for his involvement in what's known as the Jack-in-the-Box case. A grand jury chose not to indict the 2 undercover officers who shot and killed 2 drug suspects outside the Berkeley restaurant. Now, 14 years later and 50 years since his father's killing, McCullough says justice is the only thing he's trying to protect.
I know what it was like to look back and watch my mother grow old and die without the man, the only man she ever loved, at her side. So I know the pain of that, and the fact that he was a police officer and killed in the line of duty had nothing to do with any of that. Did it affect me? Absolutely affected me. And what it did for me is, or to me, was made me I think, a fierce advocate for victims of violence.